Christmas, an occasion marked by joy, laughter, and the twinkling lights of 1,000 evergreen trees. But have you ever wondered why we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ on December 25th? Is it merely tradition? Or is there a deeper, more mysterious story beneath the tinsel and carols? The answer lies in a tale that stretches back thousands of years, weaving through ancient myths, pagan rituals, and the rise of a new faith. Today, we'll uncover the fascinating origins of Christmas and how December 25th became forever linked with the Nativity of Christ. Let us begin long before the first Christmas. Imagine a time when the cold grip of winter was more than an inconvenience. It was a life and death struggle. For ancient civilizations, the winter solstice around December 21st or 22nd marked the year's darkest night. The sun, dim and fleeting, seemed to abandon the earth. But then, the days began to lengthen. Slowly the sun returned, promising warmth and renewal. Across cultures, this turning point was a sacred moment, celebrated with fire, feasting, and rituals to honor the forces of light overcoming darkness. In Rome, they called it Saturnalia, a festival dedicated to Saturn, the god of agriculture and time. For a week in December, the rules of society were upended. Slaves dined at their masters' tables, and merriment reigned supreme. By December 23rd, it culminated in lavish feasts, gift exchanges, and the hanging of greenery, customs that might sound oddly familiar. Meanwhile, in the icy north, the Norse celebrated Yule. They lit massive bonfires and brought evergreen trees into their homes, a symbol of life persisting through the harsh winter. These traditions, rooted in survival, carried profound spiritual significance. But there's more. By the 3rd century CE, Roman Emperor Aurelian declared December 25th as the Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, the birthday of the unconquered sun. This festival honored Sol Invictus, a sun god whose return symbolized hope, strength, and renewal. Now, hold on to that thought, the idea of a divine birth associated with light and salvation. Because soon, another story would rise to prominence. A story that would change the world. In the small town of Bethlehem, a child was born, Jesus of Nazareth. His story, recorded in the Gospels, tells of angels proclaiming his arrival, a star guiding wise men from the east, and humble shepherds worshiping at a manger. Yet, if you scour the scriptures, you'll find no mention of a date. The Bible doesn't tell us when Christ was born. So how did we arrive at December 25th? In the early centuries of Christianity, believers focused more on Christ's resurrection than his birth. The first recorded celebration of his nativity didn't appear until the 3rd century. By this time, Christianity was spreading across the Roman Empire, and its leaders faced a challenge: how to distinguish their faith while appealing to a population steeped in pagan traditions. The solution? Synthesize and transform. December 25th, already significant for Saturnalia and Sol Invictus, was chosen as the date to honor Christ's birth. It wasn't just a matter of convenience, it was a masterstroke. Jesus, proclaimed as the light of the world, became spiritually aligned with the returning sun. The evergreen tree now symbolized eternal life through Christ. The exchange of gifts mirrored the Magi's offerings to the infant Jesus. Even the celebratory feasting was given new meaning, as a way to rejoice in God's grace. Some have even speculated that the Star of Bethlehem, the celestial sign marking Christ's birth, might have been an astronomical event. Perhaps a conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, long associated with kingship, occurring around 7 BCE. A natural phenomenon or divine intervention? Perhaps both. Over the centuries, the Church's adoption of December 25th helped Christmas evolve into a sacred holiday celebrated across the Christian world. Yet, it also retained traces of its older pagan roots. The holly, the mistletoe, the roaring fire, all symbols of enduring light in the darkest times. But here's the twist. While December 25th was meant to unify faith and tradition, it also leaves us with a question. Was it the birth of Christ we celebrated, or the rebirth of an ancient cycle? Light and darkness, life and death. These themes are universal, transcending any single culture or creed. Christmas, in all its joy and splendor, is more than a date or a tradition. It's a reflection of humanity's eternal longing for light, hope, and renewal. Whether you see it as the birth of Christ, the triumph of the sun, or a celebration of life's resilience, its meaning endures. So as you gather with loved ones this holiday, remember, Christmas isn't just about history. It's about mystery, the mystery of light breaking through the darkness. Thank you for watching. If you're passionate about history and curious about new discoveries from around the globe, don't forget to subscribe.